592, PSC Cafeteria.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Green. I am David Cohen, counsel for the PSC, and this is the executive director. Everything's been submitted to the board. I don't know if there's anything left to be said.
We've got submissions with respect to whether or not the petitions were fraudulent or not, and although there are some in the opposition who would like to see some sort of criminal charges, but I don't think that any differences over the status of the signatures of the petition rises to that level. If any of the protesters feel that it does, they're free to consult with whatever law enforcement agency they want to. The question I have for your client is this, though. This is something that troubles me. This issue has been before us for quite some time, for a number of reasons, partly the issue that came up with respect to the legitimacy of the petitions. What I'm puzzled by and concerned about is, given all this contentiousness, and I understand your client's position that much of the opposition to this license application is based on internal politics that in yours and your clients, you have nothing to do with the merits of the application. But nonetheless, given the kinds of allegations that have been made and given the contentiousness of the issue, what I don't understand is why your client and the other folks managing this organization haven't reached out to the membership as a whole and in effect conducted a referendum on this issue of whether or not we should issue a license. And for example, if you then came before us with a response to the effect of 85 or 90% of our membership endorse this application, that would better make the case that those people who have appeared before us in opposition are a fringe group. They're trying to take control. They're trying to stage a coup of the organization, and they're really not representative of the membership. Now, I understand normally we don't go behind the curtain. Somebody comes before us and says they're the president of a company or the principal of a company or the chief operating officer of the company. We take that to mean they represent the company, and they can authoritatively say what the company's positions are and address whatever issues arise. But this has been extraordinarily contentious, and I'd like to know why you haven't done that as a way to finally achieve what you allege, which is to put this opposition aside as in effect a fringe group of discontented people who want to take over your organization.
Well, the first answer to that is we have about 42,000 members. The cost to conduct a referendum would be enormous. Secondly, this would only set a precedent for whatever else we, as the board, decided to do in the future by having everything that a management of an organization subject to initiative and referendum. We don't have that in our government for good reason, I think. People are elected to manage and run our government. People here are elected to run and manage the Polish Slavic Center.
How often do you have elections?
Every other year is required.
Okay, and for those you reach out to all the membership?
Well, we have to, yes.
Despite the cost?
Well, we're required by statute to do that. We don't reach out to the membership every time there's an issue of management other than an election.
Do you have a website?
Yes.
I mean, that would be one way of reaching out to gauge membership opinion. It wouldn't cost anything. If you would put an announcement on your website that this application is before the Liquor Authority, there's a group that's opposing it. Why not? For example,
it's not controlled.
People come before us with applications, and they'll come in with petitions from the community. I realize, again, this is internal politics, and it would be unusual for an organization to do that, to demonstrate internal support to us, but why not do that, given the contentiousness of this
The
issue?
only way that we can do it in a way that would have any meaning to the commission is if it was controlled. If we put it on the website, I could sit at my computer and vote 25,000 times. They could vote 25,000 times. There's no control on a website. With all, the National League, the Baseball All-Stars.
The Baseball All-Stars is anybody in the world can vote. If you limited it to
How would we
members,
do that? I mean, that would require a significant expense in creating a secure voting website.
so right now you don't have a database, for example, of members?
But we do have a database, but we wouldn't know who is. I mean,
Does your database include email addresses?
you know,
Not everybody, but it does, where available, it does include members' email addresses. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, but I think the number of people against our application equals with the number of people supporting our application. So, in other words,
So there's that much up. So you're saying there's 20,000 people opposed to this application, if you were to guess?
no, because the people who are opposing it, they submitted the application of, I think, 100 people.
It's gotten to the point, with all due respect to the commission, there's nothing else that we feel is appropriate for. If the commission wants other things done, then the application will stand or fall on what we've submitted.
And I want to get one other thing clear in my mind, because I'm confused as to the rationale. We've been told that this is what the patrons of the organization's cafeteria have been asking for. But on the other hand, I've seen materials where a rationale has been given in other forums that this is being requested primarily for financial reasons, because it would be good for the organization financially. Is your argument that both reasons are the basis of the application, or is there one reason that's more prominent?
Yes, can I say, there's a lot of restaurants, a lot of places in the neighborhood that serve food, and people like our food, and there are always the decisions that they have to make. Do they want to go to a place that only serves food, or do they want to go to a place that has beer and wine? Because not everybody drinks, but some of the people wanted to have a beer or wine with their meal. So of course they're going to go to the place that serves the beer and wine, and that came up on many occasions to the people that come regularly to our cafeteria, saying, "Well, too bad you don't have the beer with your food, because I could bring my American friends or my other friends. We could have a beer after work and have a good Polish."
So it's customer demand, is what you're saying. Is the cafeteria currently losing money?
Not really, but we're not gaining money as we should. Other places are, but we're not.
You have anything?
Which is the show?
All right, we'll hear a couple of people from the opposition, then we're going to go. Because all of the issues have been aired, but if there are people present who want to be heard in opposition, we'll hear from two of you. If you want to speak, step forward, please.